Welcome, Class 11 Biology enthusiasts. Today, we are embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of chemical coordination and integration, focusing on a tiny yet mighty organ, the thyroid gland. This chapter is vital for understanding how hormones orchestrate our body's functions. We'll start with the basics, then dive deeper into its mechanisms, explore complex disorders, and finally, uncover its competitive insights for NEET success. Get ready to explore the master regulator of your metabolism. Let's begin our exploration with the fundamentals of the thyroid, making sure we build a strong foundation. What exactly is this gland, and what does it do? The thyroid gland is a remarkable, butterfly-shaped organ nestled in your neck, right below the Adam's apple. It's the largest endocrine gland, composed of two lobes connected by a narrow bridge called the isthmus. Within its structure are tiny sacs called follicles, which are the factories for its powerful hormones. These hormones, primarily triiodothyronine, or T3, and thyroxine, or T4, are absolutely essential for life. They're unique because they require a vital mineral, iodine, for their creation. Without enough iodine, the thyroid can't produce these hormones effectively. Think of the thyroid as your body's personal energy manager. So, what do these thyroid hormones, T3 and T4, actually do? Their roles are incredibly diverse and critical. Firstly, they are the primary regulators of your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This means they control how quickly your body converts food into energy, impacting everything from your body temperature to how fast your heart beats. Secondly, they are indispensable for normal growth and development, especially the development of your brain and nervous system in children. A properly functioning thyroid ensures your body grows and matures as it should. Lastly, the thyroid's activity is tightly controlled by a feedback loop involving the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, ensuring just the right amount of hormones are always circulating. Now, let's test your understanding with a few easy practice questions. Take a moment to think about these. First, where exactly in the human body is the thyroid gland located? Second, can you recall the names of the two main hormones secreted by this gland? And finally, what crucial mineral is absolutely essential for the thyroid to synthesize these vital hormones? Pause, think, and consolidate your knowledge. Ready to go a bit deeper? In this medium level, we'll unravel the thyroid's intricate structure, the precise steps of hormone synthesis, and its detailed physiological functions. Let's zoom in on the thyroid's structure. It's not just a gland, it's a network of highly organized units called follicles. Each follicle is like a tiny sphere, lined by specialized cuboidal cells and filled with a jelly-like substance known as colloid. This colloid is where the magic happens. It stores thyroglobulin, a large protein that acts as a scaffold for hormone synthesis. Importantly, between these follicles, you'll find parafollicular cells, also called C cells, which have a completely different job, secreting calcitonin, a hormone involved in regulating calcium levels. This intricate setup ensures both metabolic and calcium homeostasis. The synthesis of T3 and T4 is a multi-step biochemical marvel. It all starts with the active uptake of iodide from the blood, a process called iodide trapping. This iodide is then oxidized and incorporated into tyrosine residues on the thyroglobulin protein, forming MIT and DIT. The crucial next step is coupling, where MIT and DIT combine to form T3 and T4. These hormones remain stored within the colloid until the thyroid receives a signal from the pituitary gland in the form of TSH. Only then are T3 and T4 released into the bloodstream to carry out their widespread effects. The functions of thyroid hormones extend far beyond just metabolism. They are critical for maintaining your basal metabolic rate, affecting how much energy your body uses at rest. They promote overall growth and maturation, particularly the development of the central nervous system. Think about it. A healthy thyroid is essential for proper brain function. These hormones also influence your cardiovascular system, impacting heart rate and output, and regulate the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. This complex interplay ensures almost every cell in your body receives the necessary signals for optimal function. Time for some medium-level practice questions. First, describe the unique structure of a thyroid follicle and what it stores. Second, explain the vital role of iodine in the synthesis of thyroid hormones. Third, how does the body regulate thyroid hormone levels through a negative feedback loop? Fourth, can you differentiate between the main causes of hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism? And finally, name the hormone secreted by parafollicular cells and its primary function. Challenge yourself to articulate these concepts clearly. Now, let's elevate our understanding to the hard level. We'll dissect the molecular pathways, systemic impacts, and clinical aspects of thyroid function and dysfunction. The biochemical pathway of thyroid hormone synthesis is a masterpiece of cellular coordination. It begins with the active transport of iodide into follicular cells via the Na+ isoporter, a process known as iodide trapping. Inside, iodide is oxidized by thyroid peroxidase, or TPO, and then covalently attached to tyrosine residues on thyroglobulin, forming MIT and DIT. TPO then catalyzes the crucial coupling reaction, forming T3 and T4. These hormones are stored in the colloid until TSH stimulates their release. This intricate cascade ensures precise control over hormone production. Any disruption in these steps can lead to significant health issues, underscoring the delicate balance required. Once released, thyroid hormones exert their effects at the molecular level. T4, the main secreted form, is converted to the more active T3 in target tissues. T3 then enters cells and binds to specific nuclear receptors called thyroid hormone receptors, which are part of the steroid hormone receptor superfamily. These receptors, often heterodimerized with retinoid X receptors, bind to specific DNA sequences, regulating gene transcription. This mechanism explains the relatively slow onset and prolonged duration of thyroid hormone action. Their widespread presence of these receptors means thyroid hormones influence nearly every cell type, from cardiovascular regulation to neural development and metabolic processes. Thyroid hormones have profound systemic effects. In the cardiovascular system, they increase heart rate and contractility by upregulating beta-adrenergic receptors. For the central nervous system, they are absolutely critical for development and cognitive function. Metabolically, they boost glucose absorption, glycogenolysis, and lipolysis, increasing the basal metabolic rate. They also synergize with growth hormone to promote skeletal maturation. The pathophysiology of disorders like Graves' disease and autoimmune hyperthyroidism caused by TSH receptor antibodies, or Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and autoimmune hypothyroidism, reveals the devastating consequences when this delicate balance is disrupted. Understanding these mechanisms is key to diagnosing and treating thyroid conditions effectively. Let's tackle some hard-level questions. First, explain the multifaceted role of thyroid peroxidase in hormone synthesis. Second, describe the cellular mechanism of action for thyroid hormones, including receptor type and location. Third, how does the calorigenic effect relate to BMR? Fourth, differentiate the autoimmune mechanisms in Graves' and Hashimoto's. Fifth, diagnose a patient with high TSH and low T3, T4 and suggest treatment. Sixth, why is iodine recycling important? And seventh, detail thyroid hormones' cardiovascular impact and related symptoms. These questions demand a thorough understanding of the concepts we've covered. Welcome to the hardest level. Here, we'll dive into the cutting-edge aspects of thyroid biology, from its evolutionary roots and molecular genetics to complex autoimmune interactions, environmental challenges, and advanced therapeutic frontiers. Prepare for competitive depth. The thyroid gland has a remarkable evolutionary history. Its origins can be traced back to the endostyle of primitive chordates, like the lamprey larvae. This endostyle, a ciliate groove, was capable of trapping iodine and synthesizing iodinated proteins, the precursors to modern thyroid hormones. This evolutionary leap highlights the ancient and conserved importance of iodothyrons in metabolic regulation across the animal kingdom. In vertebrates, the endostyle transformed into the thyroid gland, maintaining its core function. Comparative endocrinology reveals that thyroid hormones play diverse, yet fundamentally similar roles, such as regulating amphibian metamorphosis, fish migration, and mammalian thermoregulation, underscoring their fundamental role in vertebrate physiology. At the molecular level, the story of thyroid hormones is equally complex. Thyroid hormone receptors, TRs, come in multiple isoforms, like TR-alpha and TR-beta, each with tissue-specific expression and unique roles. For instance, TR-alpha is crucial for cardiac function, while TR-beta plays a key role in the liver and pituitary. Genetic mutations in these TR genes can lead to fascinating conditions like resistance to thyroid hormone syndromes. In these cases, despite high circulating thyroid hormone levels, tissues fail to respond adequately, often due to impaired T3 binding or dominant negative effects of the mutant receptor. Understanding these molecular nuances is vital for precision diagnostics and personalized medicine. Autoimmune thyroid diseases, or AITDs, are a significant challenge. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, a leading cause of hypothyroidism, involves a T-cell-mediated attack on thyroid follicular cells, leading to their destruction. Humoral immunity also plays a role, with antibodies against thyroid peroxidase and thyroglobulin contributing to the pathology. Conversely, Graves' disease, the most common cause of hyperthyroidism, is primarily a B-cell-mediated disease. Here, stimulating antibodies, known as TRAb, mimic TSH and continuously activate the TSH receptor, leading to uncontrolled hormone production. Both conditions highlight the complex interplay between genetic predisposition and environmental triggers in autoimmune disease development. Furthermore, environmental endocrine disruptors like perchlorates and PCBs can interfere with crucial steps in thyroid hormone synthesis or action, impacting health. The thyroid's role extends critically into pregnancy and fetal development. Maternal thyroid function is absolutely paramount for the proper neurodevelopment of the fetus, especially during the first trimester before the fetal thyroid is fully functional. Undiagnosed maternal hypothyroidism can lead to severe adverse outcomes, including impaired cognitive development in the child. This critical window underscores the importance of adequate maternal thyroid hormone levels. Advances in diagnostics, such as molecular markers for thyroid cancer and sophisticated imaging techniques like elastography and PET scans, are revolutionizing how we detect and manage thyroid disorders. Furthermore, targeted therapies for thyroid cancer, like multikinase inhibitors, represent a new frontier in personalized treatment, offering hope for previously untreatable cases. Let's challenge ourselves with the first 5 hardest questions. First, discuss the evolutionary significance of the endostyle in chordates related to the mammalian thyroid. Second, explain how TR-beta gene mutations cause resistance to thyroid hormone syndrome. Third, compare the immunological mechanisms in Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. Fourth, describe at least 3 ways endocrine-disrupting chemicals interfere with thyroid function. Fifth, elaborate on the critical role of maternal thyroid hormones in fetal development and the implications of maternal hypothyroidism. These questions require a comprehensive and integrated understanding. Now for the remaining 5 hardest questions. Sixth, beyond routine tests, what advanced tools and molecular markers are used for suspicious thyroid nodules, and how do they guide management? Seventh, explain the principle of radioactive iodine ablation for Graves' disease and its long-term consequence. Eighth, what is the Wolff-Chaikoff effect, and when is it clinically relevant? Ninth, Discuss tissue-specific expression of TR isoforms with an example. And 10th, how does active iodide transport occur, and why is it significant? These questions demand critical thinking and a deep dive into the subject. And that concludes our in-depth exploration of the thyroid gland. From its basic structure and functions to the complex molecular mechanisms, autoimmune disorders, and advanced diagnostics, we've covered it all. Remember, mastering this topic is crucial for your NEET preparations. For more such comprehensive and engaging educational content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest lessons. Keep learning, keep growing, and excel in your exams.